Kobe comes into this game, hey, look at me. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to kick the butt of the best player in the league.
You know, the atmosphere in the Garden was electric.
You know, there was a lot of stars. You know, it was a big celebrity crowd, so, you know, so that always makes it exciting.
Wonder if you'd mind signing an autograph for me.
Sure.
So nice to see a man with dignity who'll actually sign an autograph and go on television. Instead of those bad men like Jack Nicholson, he won't even go on TV.
You know, the vibe in the All-Star game, I mean, I think you have a couple things. You have guys that have been there before.
Reggie Miller,
Tim Hardaway, Dikembe Mutombo, Shaquille O'Neal, you had Eddie Jones. You know, then also you have the new players, you know, guys who maybe made the team for the first time.
As far as Kobe's concerned, he didn't understand why he didn't get voted on the All-Star game when he was in high school.
Can this young kid, Kobe Bryant, take the torch and one day, as we speak now, be one of the best ever? Because you saw that potential.
What's this moment represent to you to play in the All-Star game at 19 years of age?
It means the world to me. This is my first All-Star game, playing here in New York City with all these great basketball players. It's an incredible feeling. I'm glad it's finally arrived.
It's a fun thing for him. I mean, come on. Here he is on a stage playing against the greatest players in the world, playing against Michael Jordan.
I think his popularity was from his, you know, spectacular ability. People like to see something special.
You know, he was really young. He was incredibly skilled.
Off the charts athletically, has the ability to get to the rim, off the bounce, create his own shot.
He was an exciting player, and he was labeled, let's face it, like a lot of guys, unfortunately, the next Michael Jordan.
People were thinking this could be his last All-Star game. There was all this talk of the Bulls breaking up the team. Phil wasn't coming back. Jordan didn't want to come back. If Phil didn't come back.
They hyped the whole game into a shootout between Kobe, you know, this Laker reserve, this 19-year-old Laker reserve, and Michael Jordan. And Kobe, being Kobe, of course, tried to live up to it.
This is your biggest stage. Come do something. And it's interesting that Kobe always lived up to that.
Well, they were doing it because it sold.
Wherever he developed it, you know, came in with this incredible level of confidence and arrogance and ego that you need to be a star.
He's not a heavyweight fighter who's just coming out looking to jab early and get a feel for the game. He's going for the MVP like right now.
Here comes Bryant ahead of the field, reverse slam.
If the media was pumping up this matchup between those two, you know, Jordan is aware. I mean, Jordan, I think, was one of those guys that used anything and everything for motivation.
He realized that, you know, that there was a shootout going on, and, you know, he was going to need to, you know, he couldn't just cruise around the floor. He was being chosen, and he needed to respond, and of course, respond he did.
Well, I mean, he's coming at me. I mean, I think that's the approach. I think he's being very, very aggressive. You know, Michael's a great player, one of the best players of all time. And, you know, what better way to learn the game than going at him?
That's part of what made Kobe so great, that he wasn't worried about what the reaction to what he did was. He was just going to do it.
I think it was a time for him to say, all eyes on me, with Michael Jordan still in the building playing, and he showed well.
I mean, he is the high wire act of all time in the NBA.
Bryant puts it up.
You kind of look at the guy next to you saying, this young fella has some stuff. Not only is he a great basketball player, he's a showman. And then he even had a little smile after that play. And it didn't get a chance to make the pass, and then he throws up the shot, and it goes in. You know, those was one of those little magical moments you say, he got that it factor.
And that's what they come to see, plays like that. And I think people understood who Kobe Bryant was, the potential that he had, and I think you also got a chance to see the showmanship.
I think it solidified him in the public eye that this is the next big thing to watch. You know, Michael was always the highlight machine, and this guy outdid him in highlights. So it was like the torch was being passed.
But it was just an interesting moment in time where you had a nice balance between old and new. And, you know, it was certainly fun to watch, I'm sure. Michael took home the MVP, and then he outscored Kobe. So if you have to say Michael won the showdown, but it still was a buzz of, did you see the plays Kobe made on Michael?
It was a great goodbye and a great hello. It was goodbye to Michael Jordan, and it was hello to Kobe Bryant.